objective of this session is to get to know how was your Google certified data analytics session. I can see that most of you completed, I think 40 students. So, and also to see the response from others as well. So how was the things? Hi Arun, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you.
Thanks for
So
arranging the call.
thank you. I just want to make sure that at least 50 percentage complete it. That's my objective. Okay, and also get to know how those who completed, how was their experience, and then I believe that we had a 5 module here: introduction to data analytics and in Google Cloud, data management and storage in the cloud, data transformation in the cloud. These three are compulsory for you. I believe everyone forced to do that. The rest of the two is not that hard, which is the power of storytelling, how to visualize data in the cloud. Lastly, where you will be prepared for a cloud data analyst job, not just the data analyst. I want all of you to be have additional certificate into our module. So the last one is an interesting module where we can go towards cloud data analyst job. So whoever want to go first. So when you want to start, please say your name, state your name. If you are working, you don't need to say the company. You can say you are a data analyst. If you are completed, you can say share your experience. If you are completed only 3 module, you can share that also. And also if you have some challenge, so we have some experts here that already completed 5, so they will give their advice as well, so you can chip in. It's not that my time to talk here, it's your time to talk. Okay, so I want to listen from all of you. Yes, I hand over to the first speaker who want to go with it. As Arun Suchan first. Arun, you want to say something? How was your experience?
Actually, I've been working in the cloud environment, both in private and public cloud, but never touched Google Cloud. So I took this opportunity to really put my effort to learn whatever I could through this module, especially the uh, Looker Studio. One
Mm-hmm.
is was interesting, where you can visualize the data, uh, right, and then the storytelling and how to design your visualization. That's very important. Though you understand the platform, how to manipulate the data, end of the day you need to present the data to address your audience. So that is where it's interesting. I'm still trying to relearn so that I can grasp the concept and keep it with me. Otherwise, uh, it's just for the sake of learning. It won't be useful. So
Right.
thanks for the opportunity. So I have to complete, but uh,
Yeah. That's the good thing. Thank you, Mr. Arun, for sharing. You touched two really important point. Looker, the best part of the Looker is they have more than 100 over API where they can connect, and then the data injection. That's the Looker, the best part. I can see that where you can do a Facebook data analytics, quite number of it, and then storytelling. That's another interesting. Hope you will complete the rest of the 2 modules. Okay, thank you, Arun, for joining. Really appreciate it. So, who else want to go next? Anji, you want to go? You want to say? We cannot see your face fully. Yes, you
Okay.
completed 5 module. Congratulations. He was one
Yeah.
of the first one. Send me a certificate personally. I remember even we didn't finish 14 week. He sent me a
Yeah.
certificate. Good, good, Pangji. Say something about the course. How was
Uh,
your experience?
yeah, thank you for the opportunity, Dr. Yeah, my name is Panji. I'm coming from Indonesia. I'm working in energy company of Indonesia, just like Petronas and TNB in Malaysia. So yeah, I realized that I can get uh, more knowledge by learning in cloud skill boost, especially in cloud data analytics, which give me experience in increase efficiency and productivity in when we collect the data, transform the data, and then proceed the data using machine learning, BigQuery ML, and then the result we can get visualization with Looker. Yeah, so many things we can do with Google Cloud, doctors. And actually, in the module, not yet provide BigQuery ML machine learning in details, but I already do some experiments with the BigQuery ML, but to get classification, clustering, and something else. There are so many meaningful knowledge that you get from Google Cloud Skill Plus. Thank you very much, Dr. Yas.
Thank you, Pangji, on that part. Just to
Yeah.
keep up the things discussion going. Which lab session attracted? There are quite number of labs, right? So which one was interesting for you?
Actually in BigQuery, but the Looker is I think the Looker session is the most challenging because we need to creatively set up the layout, the visualization. I think the most challenging is the Looker session, but the most meaningful is the BigQuery and BigQuery ML, even if just basic, Doctor.
That's interesting. When it
Yeah.
comes to dashboard development,
Yeah.
we have to position. Okay, there is a methodology for that. I think we have discussed that where we call it as most emphasize, least emphasize. So and also we need to know where to keep the key metrics. If you are
Yeah.
dealing with the human resource, you need to know what kind of key metrics. As you just mentioned, you are from energy related companies. So you need to identify what are the key metrics that should be highlighted in that one. That's all interesting. That's interesting. Congratulations for completing your course. Make sure that you excel further on that, which may help you. And also, I believe Google give a separate link for every one of you individually, which can be added to your CV, which can help you to may help you on the job search, and also you can promote yourself with that. Yes, that's good. Excellent. So who else
Yeah.
want to go? Thank you, Panji.
Doctor, if
Yes.
I may, in addition, so yeah, actually after we complete, we get the page from the Google, Doctor. So I already add the pages to my LinkedIn profile, and also right now I try to start a machine learning module, but still in early phase. 10%. I mean, thank you very much. Free coins.
Yes, so we even got a free $50 credit for everyone, and we have to thank Google for that. Each and every one of our students got $50 credit. I think we have around 190 students. So 190, no, not 190, 220. So 200 times 50 is big money for us. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding that as well, which may help you in seeing the hands-on. In addition to that, you have a $300 credit on your personal account. You can use that as well. That's great. So yes, who else want to jump in? Thank you, Pangji. No worries. If you have anything to add, please, Mr. Arun or Pangji, just go ahead. If you've got some interesting point to share. So
Also Dr. Yas, we can start other module other than cloud data analytics. I already experienced to start data engineer launchpad and also machine learning launchpad. I think it's also meaningful for us to maybe just study until the period is 27 of March, I think, the launchpad.
that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, objective of this session is to facilitate the session. I'm here to facilitate. You guys share your experience, share your challenges. How do you overcome? So, how much you completed for the Google Data Certified program?
I have completed all the courses.
All the
Dr. Yas.
courses. So, what was the interesting part, the challenging part? Say some interesting thing and challenging thing that you come across in
I
your.
think the most interesting part, Doctor, is that the fact that it prepares you for industry-based tools, the tools that are used commonly in the industry. And for me, the most challenging part is that there are many tools, and each tool has its own skill set, has its own ideas and ways of implementing. So learning them all would be extremely challenging. So instead, I think that individuals should focus on the most commonly used tools in the industry, and in which jobs they are interested in, and they should like look for the job description and which tools they are using, and they should learn that one. But overall, the course is extremely informative, and it prepares you well for the market.
That's great, Karam. And also you have mentioned quite a number of tools. Even in our module, every 2 weeks, we had changed the tool, starting with Cloudera until the MongoDB. I think many of you curse me on that part. Every week, new tool have to be learned. As you just mentioned, the industry ready, the industry keep evolving. As you just mentioned, Karam, industry keep evolving. So that is the reason that we need to keep up with the latest trending tool. And also one more important thing, as you just mentioned, we have to see what is most commonly used in industry. Okay, that is the place that we need to identify the NoSQL tool, the commonly used like MongoDB or Apache Spark. So where you can because if you learn few of these tools, database, and then some on the processing, some on the storage, if you keep up one hardcore tool in each of it, other things can be easy. It's not that I'm an expert in AWS, I'm an expert in Google Cloud. It's not that I cannot learn AWS. If you are expert in Google, you can quickly within few hours or few 1 or 2 days you spend some a hands-on project where you can catch up the maybe the terms, maybe the difference in AWS, but the overall the concepts are same. So the same way that as you just mentioned, we need to know the hardcore tool for entire data pipeline. So when you talk about data pipeline, we have data injection, data processing, storage, analysis, where you apply machine learning, all these things. When it comes to machine learning, where you keep up on the Python, and then when it comes to visualization, either Looker or either Power BI, even Tableau. Anyone here do Tableau? Anyone here experience working on Tableau? So Tableau and also even a Python where you can use that, which may be helpful in building your portfolio as a master student. If you are working, that's great. And if you are not working, looking for a job, you need to think of it how you can enhance your portfolio with a small mini project that you do it. Okay, that's great. So anyone else
If
that
I
they
may add,
completed?
Dr. Riyadh,
Yes, please go ahead.
one thing that I had noticed with many of my friends, and mostly they are data engineers and data scientists, they say that you should adapt based on the project because each company and each project has its own requirements. So 100% you won't know all the tools used. This is for certain. But the idea that they wanted to reach to me is that you will learn. You will learn these tools on the job and you will implement them and you will complete the project because this is your requirement. So you must have that flexibility of learning. But since the foundation is good, since you know all these things, since you know the basics, it will be much easier for you to learn them.
Yes, I totally agree on it. Based on the project, even based on the clients, some of the clients they have their own requirement. Okay, I know some of the countries they don't want to use open source tools. They want to use only proprietary tools where they have a license, so that they don't want to get into the open source package where you keep updating every week, every month, which they have a headache. Okay, I don't know how many of you have experience here. When you build a data pipeline, one of the tools got updated, your whole pipeline may fail. So that's what happened. So you need to be very careful on that. That's good.
I just want to add
Please go
a
ahead. No
funny,
worries.
challenging part from the course. Each module got module no test, so you have to complete that to finish that module. So some of the module test I have to attempt so many times in order to because most of them are like theoretical concept where you need to remember, and it's challenging to test your memory and the concept that you understand over the course of time. So it is really taking time, and it is worth to spend that much of time to finish the course.
Yeah, because some of them just run the video and try to get the completion score. So they want to put the check to see that okay, how was the learning? Because if you watch that video and then they have given enough resources, I have gone through the resources. Some of the topic they have the material. You have to read that, then only you can attend the quiz. I understand
They
that.
have a lot of PDF documents. You have to go through that so that you will get more clear understanding of instead of the video material. If you read yourself, I think that gives a clear cut idea of each and every concept and all the terms that they use within the module.
Yeah,
Especially
even
the
though
lab sessions are really useful.
yeah,
The
even
lab
though
Really,
you
session.
really useful.
even though you answer your quiz with ChatGPT also wrong. sometimes get wrong.
Hey, who was that? Yes, Azrul. Yes, Azrul. How are you, Azrul? Go
Uh,
ahead.
Yeah, fine. I'm fine, doctor. Thank you. But
Eh,
one thing I like about Google Search is I mean it's different from the other cloud provider because they don't have that lab. Other provider don't provide that lab. So Google is one of the
Actually,
provider that provide the lab. Uh,
uh, ChatGPT don't have this data set trained on it.
yeah.
So
So that's the reason we call it as a specialized fine tuning model. So where we need to train the entire ChatGPT model with Google Cloud assessment and Google Cloud, then you may get a most close answer, which you may get a 95% accuracy, I believe. So now you need to know the data for the model training. Okay, that's good, Azrul. Any other challenge, Azrul? How much you have completed, Azrul?
I'm completed one the and data analytic. I mean I completed all.
Ah, yeah, I can see your name in the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it. So, any challenge part that you face other than the quiz one?
I think the last one, the capstone. Because the capstone the end of the part, the one at Looker is sometimes confusing. But then but then when I realized, oh, the answer is in the next chapter, so I just refer to that. And sometimes on the quiz, sometimes I answer it wrongly, and then I'm fed up, and then I try to check GPT, but then it's wrong again. So very
So now,
confusing.
now you know we should not fully trust ChatGPT. Okay.
Yeah, but
Mm,
then I will highly recommend you for those who didn't complete it. I will highly recommend you complete it so that you can get a cert and you can publish to your LinkedIn. That is one of the key values so that you can promote yourself in industry.
yes, and it's free,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
you got it
yeah.
free. You don't need to pay anything. You got a full 5 module for you to complete. You just need to
Yeah.
invest your time. That's it.
Yeah, because actually outside you need to pay. So we
Yes,
are lucky
agree.
enough because we get it for free.
And then I really like it because most of them learn on the data analytics. Now you can call yourself as a cloud data analytics.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, where the industry, because the data and clouds need to be come together, because when we go toward, as we studied our module big data analytics, when the moment this data start to increase, we have to jump towards the cloud, no choice. And all the companies now use the cloud. So if you are a data analytics expert, or you want to start your career in data related area, if you don't have experience with the cloud, seriously you have to ask yourself, oh my god, how I'm going to be in that market. That's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and also that cost that you provide to us, that one is I think that one is the starting line for those who wanna look into cloud. Yeah, that's great. Mm. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Dr.
Azrul.
Yus.
Thank you, Azrul. Okay, who else want to join? We have Mariam here. Yes, Miss Mariam. Yeah.
Hi, I finished course today.
Okay. Oh, someone, my messages motivated someone to complete the courses. That's great. Can you please give a round of applause for her? Yeah, that's great. Who else completed after my message? That's great. Excellent. So say something, Mariam. How was your experience?
Yeah, it's a really good course because before this course, I thought working on cloud data analytic projects will be very challenging and difficult because there are so many tools. Learning each one, it's going to take time to get familiar with it. So after this course covered many main tools and it gave me the practical experience through lab. And in the lab also includes the real world case studies and scenarios. So now I feel more prepared and confident. I think I can handle a cloud data analytic project well now if I get
That's
that
that's
project.
great. That's great. Excellent. Excellent. That. So, do you use any other cloud in our project or in our module other than the Google Cloud, Miss Maria?
AWS I used for parallel computing.
Okay. So, how was your experience with the AWS and Google? Because both of it have its own advantage and disadvantage. Which one you feel like more user friendly for the beginner level?
A
Yeah.
Google Cloud. And
Okay.
this course also played a important role.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's great, excellent. So that's good. So we can see quite many of you, and also I can see that many of you from this group also completing your studies. I can see that there are few of you that here that is completing your entire course, master's course. I believe it will be a very added value for your career. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Mariam, Miss.
Yeah, Doctor, I thought the other person wanted to share first. For me, I think I also forgot about this course actually until the doctor reminded. Then I'm like, oh, I should complete it. So I'm also doing it right now. I think for me, because I don't really have a computer background, so for me, I guess the difficult part or the challenge is actually after understanding, trying to remember it because I don't have any way that I can really practice it. Like a very practical way for me to try things out. Yeah. So
So
it's
what's your background?
something.
What's your background? What's your background?
Oh,
Your
I'm
major?
health science doctor.
Health science. Okay, now you can see
Yeah.
that after COVID, everything become a digital data in healthcare. Even as I said, there are some university that offer digital health data analytics as a program itself, because they have hospital, they have enough data with them, so they don't know what to do with it. They open a program where they call it as a health analytics. So that's great. So how do you manage to adapt first three courses, Nicholas? I think you have completed, forced to complete, I believe, data analytics in Google Cloud, data management. So how was your experience on that three module?
I mean, actually, in general, everything I can understand. I can understand almost everything because it's an introductory level. It's still understandable for me, but maybe in terms of, let's say I am presented with a project, then maybe in practical sense, I still need some time to adapt or like practice out to be able to really understand everything. That's why I think before this, for this module, for those projects, designing a pipeline, all that, those are ways where I actually implemented some of the knowledge lah. But in general, the main challenge for me is still to remember because the platform for me to practice isn't there really yet.
Yeah, so you need to use that $50 free credit and jump in and experiment it, and then you have to come up with it that in a GitHub and share it in our WhatsApp group to show us that yes, I managed to do it. This is my project. That's good, Nicholas. Thank
that's
you.
what I aim to do also lah. Yeah.
You should do it so that you can include that also in your CV. I strongly encourage all the students that is here, all the project that you have completed in my module and also in other module in this program. Don't just keep it in your laptop. Share it in a public platform like a GitHub. If it's a report in ResearchGate, you can remove some of the part that things that have a privacy related things where your metric numbers and things that you don't want to share. And I strongly recommend you to start. That can be one of the potential things to leads towards getting a job, or maybe even to get the promotion to show that yeah, I have experience on all of this. You may have done, even in our module we have done almost three projects, okay, where you have a group project where you build a data pipeline, and then we had a poster design. That's interesting. I saw quite a number of interesting posters, okay, which I want to have a separate discussion on that, which is really very nice on the design. Some of you done it, some of you convey the message very clearly. Let's catch up on that on some other day. So we have one minute. So who are the last one want to say something? Even you can say the problem. Even you can say I got stuck here until now, cannot move. Tira, you want to say something?
Hi, doctor.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think the difficult part is also the capstone. And then after refer to the guide, still able to solve. Like I think on the schema, if you don't write as exact as the schema, they won't let your progress check. So you need to be like exact answer sent to the schema. That's the things that I feel is quite difficult. And other things I compare Lucas and Lucas ML and Looks ML. So dashboard as code is actually difficult for non-technical users since you have to write the code and edit and modify from there. So actually for Lucas, right, is more user friendly since you can just click and
Drag and
drag.
drop, drag and
Yeah.
drop. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
this is the learning outcome from the certificate, and I would like to say thank you to Doctor for us to get the experience from this certificate.
Thank you, thank you. On the see, there is something I always say. Okay, if you have a challenge, if you face the challenge, you will remember. See, you face the challenge, so you remember it. If you don't face the challenge, you will easily forget it. Whenever that we face a challenge, we will remember and we will tell a story about it. You are telling the story already for 1 minute. What was the challenge that you faced? How do you overcome? And what even you provide a recommendation already. Okay, so that's good. I really wish you all the best on that part. So anyone else want to add 1 more minute?
Share. I want to share
Yes,
my experience.
please
Honestly,
go
it's
ahead. Go ahead.
very exciting because one of the reason why I complete this course is because when I in the middle of the course completion, I was assigned at my workplace to deal with the Google product data. So basically, previously my current company we are heavily using like other products like AWS and Snowflake and others. And then recently we roll out the web analytics data product application. So they assign me to deal with it, and I think that's why I complete this course. So I work and have the hands-on experience at the same time. It's very nice, and thanks a lot for this. I still actually until today I haven't complete in terms of the project deployment in my current company, but we have a clear vision how to deal with it, and we are on it. Yeah, thanks a lot for this.
That's
I'm looking forward if we can extend this this feature so we can continue to learn for free. I wish.
thank you on that. And I really appreciate where you can utilize immediately in the company. That's the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
part.
it's very nice experience. Yeah.
That's the best part. When we learn something, we don't know where to implement it. There are some of the problem that we have that kind of issues where we learn and implement it immediately. That's great. So what's your job role, Basir? What is
I currently my role is digital analyst, and I have to take care of web analytics solutions at my current workplace.
That's great. Digital analytics is a very interesting area where
Yeah,
we are going towards every organization now. Digital transformation, right? That's the
yeah,
word,
yeah.
digital transformation, where all these digital analysts have to analyze quite number of things. Good,
Mm.
good. Glad to hear that. Congratulations on completing. Make sure that you finish your project successfully now in your company.
Uh, yeah, it's almost there, almost there. Yeah, because we
Thank
load everything at the data product, and we are just wait in time to have a nice visualization for entire stakeholders.
Thank you very much for joining today and sharing your experience, Abu Bashir. And also, everyone, thank you for joining our session today. And I believe we will have a few more sessions so where you can share your experience. Those who did not complete, I hope they will complete. And